Hey everybody, welcome back to the Joyful Candle on YouTube. My name is McKenna and thank you guys so much for being here. I am back today with a dedicated review. It's been a little while since I've done a dedicated review, so it's good to be back. I have an exciting dedicated review today. This is the fragrance Frosted Dawn from Kringle Candle. This candle is part of the Winter Flight collection, and the Winter Reserve collection is also releasing at the same time that the Winter Flight collection releases. So this candle will be available for everyone to purchase on Thursday, December 4th at noon Eastern Time. So make sure you guys set your alarms if this is a launch that interests you. First things first, I want to disclose thank you so much to Kringle for sending this candle to me. They did send this candle along with the rest of the collection in PR. So I'm super, super grateful for that. So thank you so much, Kringle. As if you guys have watched my unboxing of this collection, you will notice that quite honestly, this was my favorite fragrance from that whole collection. So this was kind of a priority to get a review out for you guys for this particular fragrance. I actually ended up sending the rest of the collection to one of my fellow ambassadors that was really interested in it. So I sent those candles to my friend Charity Rose on YouTube and Instagram. She's also a fellow Kringle ambassador. So I quite honestly just they were not really scents that were in my wheelhouse, and this was the only scent that I really enjoyed and wanted to burn. So I figured I would gift those to someone who I know would enjoy it and would also review them. So, anyways, all of that to say, let's kind of hop right into the details of this particular fragrance. As you guys have probably seen this and from my first sniff reviews, this candle reminds me a lot of another fragrance, Bath and Body Works Winter, which is a classic. A lot of people in the candle community love, love, love that fragrance, including myself. And so I was really, if you watched my first sniff impressions, I smelled it initially and was like, "Oh my gosh, this reminds me of something." And it took me a while to put my finger on it. But it is definitely very, very similar to the fragrance Winter from Bath and Body Works. So, let me read through the notes for you guys. So, Frosted Dawn has top notes of mulled fruit, fir needle, lemon peel, mid notes of clove, cinnamon bark, maple, base notes of balsamic frankincense, musk, and smoky vanilla. So I absolutely love this fragrance. I am super, super happy with it. I am getting, well, first of all, I mean, look at the label. The label is absolutely stunning. For aesthetics alone, I mean, look at how gorgeous this starry night with this sunrise kind of coming up, snow covered ground, pine trees, evergreens, or whatever those are in the background. Just a beautiful landscape picture. I love when Kringle does aesthetics like this. I just think it just creates the whole ambiance. Um, so well done with that, Kringle. I will say that this fragrance, like I said, is very similar to Winter from Bath and Body Works, but this is also, it leans a little bit sweeter to me, in my opinion. I was burning this in my basement, which is pretty open concept. And then I also had Winter from Bath and Body Works in the bathroom of the basement, just so I could kind of compare. And I will say, even on cold sniff, Winter from Bath and Body Works is not quite as fruit forward and sweet as Frosted Dawn. And I actually really, really like the fruit sweet forwardness that's coming from Frosted Dawn. I think, I mean, I love Winter from Bath and Body Works, but comparing the two, I think that one's a little bit more wood forward, or it's a little bit more wood heavy with pine. It has a beautiful orange note as well, but this just is a little bit brighter, a little bit more fruit. So I really, really like that. As this candle has been burning, I think the mulled fruit really comes out in this. You really kind of get that like baked fruit essence that just fills your home with the most cozy, comforting, warm fragrance. Um, Honestly, you could probably burn this from now until February. I think this is a beautiful January fragrance. I think it's also a pretty holiday fragrance too, with how much fruit is in there. Now, I tend to be pretty, well, I mean, it does have spices in here too. So, honestly, a lot of the qualities of this fragrance lean holiday like to me. Um, I would definitely say I get mulled fruit, fir needle, a little bit of lemon. I think maybe the brightness from the fruit is maybe coming from a little bit from the lemon peel. It has such a beautiful clove. The cinnamon is really, the clove and the cinnamon are beautiful in this. I really don't get any maple. That's not really a scent that I like, and I don't really get any of that. To be 1,000% honest, I'm not super familiar with frankincense. Um, so I can't really speak to is that really coming through or not. I definitely get a little bit of musk, and maybe a little bit of smoky vanilla, but it's not anything crazy. It's not a vanilla forward candle. It is really a fruit, fir needle, clove cinnamon fragrance, and it really hits. I mean, it's not a complete dupe, but it is very, very, very similar to Bath and Body Works Winter. I almost think I like it better. It's a little bit brighter, a little bit sweeter. You really get those beautiful clove cinnamon notes. And not to mention, look how absolutely beautiful this burn is. This is burn number 5 for me. I mean, I'm about halfway through. I've had absolutely no issues. I've trimmed my wicks every single time after the wax has cooled, kind of got rid of those little carbon balls on the top. They're really not big carbon balls by any means. Um, I have burned this in a hurricane a little bit downstairs, which I think has contributed to really good projection, but I don't think it's necessary to burn this in a hurricane by any means. I mean, guys, this is just absolute perfection. I would say strength wise, you're looking at a mid, not even mid. I would rate this a high strength. And throw wise, in an open concept basement, it's throwing for me at least an 8, 8.5, maybe upwards of a 9. I mean, it's literally perfection. So, guys, I have a feeling that this is going to be a pretty sought after scent, especially because I think a lot of us ambassadors have been comparing this to a very popular fragrance, and people are going to snatch this up. Katie, from Katie's Joyful Life, she made a comment about hoping that this stays in the lineup with Kringle, and I totally agree with her. I honestly, this would be absolutely gorgeous in an extra large 4 wick. I mean, I think it's just perfection. They need to keep this around. Um, it's a love for me. So I would definitely repurchase. I actually think that after this review, I'm going to kind of hold on to this a little bit until I hit more of like end of December, January time. But I mean, it's absolute perfection, you guys. So if you had any doubts about this, don't. This is beautiful. Packaging is stunning. Performance is top notch. And the fragrance itself is just a beautiful holiday and honestly a winter fragrance. It's so, so well done. So kudos to you, Kringle. This is 3,000 times thumbs up for me. I am in love. So if you like fruity spice scents, if you don't love tree, I actually still think you would like this because of the fruit forward notes. There is a little bit of tree note in there, but I don't think it's forward by that in any means. I mean, it's absolutely stunning. I'm actually kind of surprised that there's not an orange note listed in this because I do get a little bit of orange in that mulled fruit type essence that's coming through. But guys, this is super well done. Thank you again to Kringle for sending this to me so that I could review. It's been such a pleasant experience burning this. And I do have a discount code with Kringle. So if you guys would like to pick this up at the launch, please consider using my code JoyfulCandle15. It will save you 15% off. And I do make a small commission off of that code. So thank you guys so much in advance if you choose to use that. All of that money goes right back into investing into my candle collection and my channel. So, anyways, you guys, I've kind of talked this fragrance, at length here, but highly, highly recommend. I would, if you want this fragrance, I would hop on this. I don't know if it'll sell out, but I think that it might. This is definitely a winner out of the 6 candles that are in this collection that are releasing. So, anyways, you guys, I think that's all I have for you. Don't forget, this releases December 4th, Thursday at noon Eastern Standard Time. So make sure you set an alarm if you would like to remember to purchase that. So have a wonderful rest of your guys' night. It was really nice to be back to do a dedicated review, and I have a lot of awesome videos coming this December. So turn on that notification bell, subscribe if you guys haven't yet, and thank you so much for being here. I love making videos for you guys. So anyways, have a great rest of your night. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.